Welcome guys, welcome to my channel. In this channel we provide the in-depth knowledge of different programming languages which differentiate you with others. In our series of Tuesday and Saturday interview questions, today we are discussing some questions related to pointers. This is very important class. Try to concentrate. Let's start. Our first question is, are the expression value at ptr plus plus and plus plus star ptr are same? This is a common question. Usually in interview they ask. Answer will be no. Why? Because star ptr plus plus increments the pointer. What it will increment? It will increment the address which is stored in the pointer ptr and not the value pointed by it. Whereas plus plus star ptr increments the value being pointed by the ptr. So star ptr plus plus increments the pointer, not the value, whereas plus plus star ptr increments the value, not the pointer pointed by ptr. Fine. Next question. How will declare an array of 3 function pointers where each function receives 2 integer and return float? Now when you give an interview, try to concentrate on the question and to read each and every word in the question. Here in this question, what they are asking, how will you declare an array? What does that mean? We have to declare an array of what? 3 function pointers. There is something known as function pointers that we have already discussed in the classes. If you have not seen that video, please go and see it. You have to declare an array of 3 function pointers where each function receives what? 2 integer and return float. So this is a syntax: float parenthesis star arr. What is arr? Arr is the name of the array. How many function pointers? 3 function pointers. So in subscript we have to define 3 and it will receive what? Int comma int. It will receive 2 integer and what it will return? It will return float. The general syntax of prototype is return type, function name and the receiving value. Here float parenthesis star arr 3 parenthesis close parenthesis start for arguments int comma int. Fine. Any doubt you can ask me in the comment section. I will try to give reply within 24 hours. Next question. What is the difference in the following declaration? Const char star ptr, char const star ptr. There is no difference. There are the different ways to write both the declaration. What we have written, const char star ptr and char const star ptr, one or the same thing. In both the cases, here pointer is not constant, but the value which is pointed by the pointer ptr is constant. Fine. Next question. Is reference is a pointer in C++? There is something known as reference in C++. So what is the question? Is reference is a pointer in C++? Answer is what? A reference is not a simple pointer, it's a constant pointer. What is reference? A reference is not a simple pointer, it's a constant pointer. Hence, once initialize a reference cannot be made to refer another variable. What does it mean? Means I can write here what? See. What I can write? If I write int star p, what is p here? P is a pointer. I can write p is equal to and of a, and in next line I can write p equal to and of b. Here p is what? P is a pointer. But if we talk about references, now if I write int and of k equal to I here. Now what is k here? K is a reference to I. So what is k? Once it will start referring to I cannot write and of k equal to a. This is flash and error. So what is reference? Reference is a constant pointer. Hence one initialize a reference cannot be made to refer another variable. Other difference is Unlike a pointer, means if you want to access the value using pointer, you have to write star PTR, value at PTR. PTR is a pointer, where in the case of reference it is automatically dereference. Means if I write int and of k equal to a, here k is a reference of a, so if I want to access the value of a, I can write either k or a. What does that means? References are automatically dereferenced to access the value, whereas in the case of pointer we have to use an asterisk sign. The reference is a constant pointer, hence once initialized a reference cannot be made to refer another variable. Unlike a pointer, a reference gets automatically dereferenced. Fine? Any doubt? You can ask me, otherwise we will move further. Believe me, these are very important questions. Now, go through each and every question and try to understand what the person is asking from you and try to give the reply in the same fashion. Now this is very important question. Explain the following. Main int ARR equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 int I int star PTR for PTR is equal to AND of ARR 0, PTR is less than AND of ARR 4, PTR plus plus printf percentage I value at PTR. Now let's understand this program. Output of this program will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what is ARR here? ARR is an array. What is array? Array is a variable which can store multiple value at same point of time. So what is the difference between a simple variable and an array variable? Array variable stores multiple value at same point of time, whereas a simple variable can store only one value at same point of time. So int ARR, ARR is the name of the array, equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are initializing 5 values with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we are defining an array of 5 elements. Fine. Then int I is what? I is a simple variable, asterisk PTR. What is PTR here? PTR. What is PTR here? PTR is a pointer to an integer. Then in for loop, for PTR is equal to AND of ARR 0. Now when I write int ARR 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, what happens in the memory? From 2000 to 2020 means 20 bytes will be, one integer will take 4 bytes, so 5 integer will take 20 bytes. So 20 bytes will be allocated in a memory in a continuous memory location. This is the property of an array. अगर continuous memory location नहीं मिलेगा तो it will not allocate any space for the array and it will flash an error out of memory. So all the bytes will be in a continuous memory location from location number 2000 to 2020. First ARR 0. Here what is ARR 0? ARR 0 means we are referring to the 0th element of the array. As we have already discussed, the array elements always start from the 0th element, first element, second element, third element, fourth element, but total elements are 5. Now when I write PTR, now one thing again we also know, the name of the array is nothing but a pointer pointing to the 0th element of the array. Listen carefully. Name of the array is a pointer pointing to the name of the array is a pointer pointing to the 0th element of the array. In one dimension integer array, 0th element is what? 0th element is nothing but an integer. So in other words, what can I say? The name of the array is nothing but a pointer to an integer. Getting my point? I will say once again. What is name of the array? Name of the array here ARR. Name of the array is a pointer pointing to the 0th element of the array. In one dimension integer array, 0th element is an integer. So name of the array is nothing but a pointer to an integer. So there are two ways to access element. One is subscript notation and second one is pointer notation. When you try to access the element, the subscript notation gets converted into pointer notation, or directly you can write in pointer notation. So here what I am writing, for PTR is equal to AND of ARR 0. AND of ARR 0 means address of ARR 0. ARR 0 is what? 0 means 2000 will be initialized in PTR. PTR is a pointer to an integer. and of ARR0, ARR0 is an integer, so we are trying to store the 0th element or first element. Start with 0, but it's a first element. First element address, base address is stored in PTR. So PTR will hold what? PTR will hold 2000. Here we have already drawn a diagram. PTR means it will hold the 2000. Then PTR is less than equal to AND of ARR4. AND of ARR4 means I am talking about this 2016. ARR4 means we are talking about the fifth element. Address of fifth element is 2016, which is greater than 2000. Condition will satisfy. It will display printf %I value at PTR. Here value at PTR is what? Value at PTR. PTR is holding what? 2000. Value at 2000 is what? It will display 0. Then it will increment the pointer. Now PTR is holding what? 2000. Now as we know, in the arithmetic operations that we have already discussed in the array class, when we increment the integer pointer, if I write PTR plus plus, it will increment how many bytes? It depends upon the type of integer. अगर वो integer pointer है तो 4 बाइट इंक्रीमेंट करेगा, अगर फ्लोट पॉइंटर है तो 4 बाइट इंक्रीमेंट करेगा, कैरेक्टर पॉइंटर है तो 1 बाइट इंक्रीमेंट करेगा, डबल पॉइंटर है तो 8 बाइट्स डिपेंड करेगा, इंक्रीमेंट करेगा. Same in the case of decrement also. So increment and decrement of a pointer depend upon what? Type of the pointer. That we have already discussed in arithmetic operation that can be performed on pointers. Fine. So PTR is holding what? 2000. As we write PTR plus plus, it will increment 4 bytes and it will start pointing to 2000. What? 2004. This 2000 will be replaced with 2004. Now at 2004, the second element of the array is there. The value at PTR is what? 1. Then again PTR plus plus, this 2004 will be replaced with 2008. Value at 2008 is what? 2. Then again PTR plus plus. Here and of PTR plus plus, it will start pointing to 2012. Then at last it will start pointing to 2016. 2016 PTR is holding what? PTR is holding 2016. Then again plus plus, it will be 2020. Then PTR is holding 2020 is less than or equal to AND of ARR4. AND of ARR is 2016. So 2020 is not less than 2016. Program loop condition fails and the control will come out from the loop. तो जब तक कंडीशन ट्रू रहेगा तब तक वो डिस्प्ले करता रहेगा. जैसे कंडीशन फॉल्स होगी, कंट्रोल विल कम आउट फ्रॉम द लूप एंड इट विल डिस्प्ले 0 1 2 3 4. Go through this program. If any doubt, you can ask me. The crux of this program is whenever pointer is incremented, it always increment according to the type of the pointer. And second one is name of the array is a pointer pointing to the 0th element of the array. In one dimension integer array, 0th element is an integer. So name of the array is nothing but a pointer to an integer. Now what is PTR here? PTR is a pointer to an integer. First we are initializing with the value of 0th element by writing PTR is equal to AND of ARR0. In the answer part, we have already drawn the diagram from 2000 to 2020. 20 bytes will be allocated in a continuous memory location and 0 1 2 3 4 will be initialized. Then first PTR is holding what? 2000. As we go for PTR plus plus, now PTR will start pointing to the next element in the array, which is situated at 2004. Fine. Any doubt, you can ask me, otherwise we will move further. So here we have already written what we have explained. Let me read once. Here PTR is declared pointer to an integer. In for loop, it is initialized part. This PTR is assigned the address of the 0th element of an integer array. Suppose this array turns to be at 2000, then address of the first element will be 2004 and second element will be 2008 and so on. Why? Because all the elements are stored in a continuous memory location. This is a property of an array. In the conditional part of the for loop, the address stored in the PTR is compared with the address of the fourth element, that is 2016. The control reaches printf, where value of 2000 will be printed, that is 0 is printed. After executing printf, the control reaches PTR++, where PTR is incremented such that it contains the address of the next integer, and so on. It prints all the value until the condition become false, that we have already discussed. Go through this. Any doubt you can ask me. These all 5 questions are very important in terms of technical interview if you face in C and C++. Actually, giving the answer of these technical questions are not so tough if your basics are strong. Believe me, either you go for Python, either you go for Java, either you go for React, JS, X, Y, Z, whichever language you do, believe me, if you are good in C and C++, I am not saying only in C, if you are good in C and C++, you will not face any problem doing any latest language, whether it's a Python or X or Y or Z. Believe me. So try to concept, because actual programming a person learns in C and C++ only. Believe me. Fine. So these are the 5 questions. First question, second question, third question, fourth question and fifth question. So with this, I stop this lecture here only and try to give better questions, interview questions in the next video that I will post on Tuesday. Every week we are posting 2 videos. One is on Tuesday and second one is Saturday, which gives a better knowledge of C and C++ to you. Okay, thank you very much.